Hello everyone. You've likely heard the profound question asked endlessly. What is the purpose of life? Why were we born? Is our existence meaningless and without purpose? Or is there some deep, specific intent behind our arrival in this world? Philosophers, scholars, and scientists have attempted to answer this question for centuries, with many achieving some success. But there is one particular psychologist and philosopher who through a single book described the purpose of life with a clarity, depth, and honesty that few before him could achieve. His name is Dr. Viktor Frankl. The key to today's video lies in this one principle: listen with maximum concentration, because the insights I will share today might just transform your entire existence, helping you achieve that purpose and a profound inner peace you've never known. Stay with me, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Welcome back to Zero Goals. The book I'm referring to was written almost a century ago. That book is Man's Search for Meaning, and its author is Dr. Viktor Frankl. Dr. Frankl is an immensely great personality, a phenomenal scholar who has changed the lives of millions worldwide through this work. During World War II, Dr. Frankl and his family were captured by Hitler's Nazi forces. In the camp, Frankl witnessed the murder of his parents, his wife, and his brother, and he himself endured immense torture. Yet, despite these horrifying circumstances, Dr. Frankl not only continued to live a robust and full life, but also managed to write Man's Search for Meaning, a classic loved globally. This is not just a book, it is a philosophy, a formula for living that allows you to find the depth of your own existence. Let us now turn to the philosophical foundation of this book. Dr. Frankl found tremendous insight in the words of the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. The meaning of this quote, translated simply, is that a person who knows the purpose of their life, a person who understands why they came into this world, can easily overcome every hurdle and setback life throws their way. This is why, despite all the oppression, torture, pain, and injustice he suffered, Dr. Frankl never lost his courage and went on to live a highly successful life. He vividly writes that during his imprisonment, those captives who were unable to see their future, who had no hope, and whose sense of tomorrow had vanished, slowly succumbed to illness and lost their will to live. Frankl observed that life has certain expectations and hopes from us, and the person who grasps these expectations finds salvation. The powerful and often paradoxical lesson is that the purpose of life often reveals itself to a person in their worst circumstances. It is precisely at that moment of crisis where those who give up are defeated in the race of life, while those who stand firm, who show resilience, who remain determined, and who confront every difficulty with dedication become successful in life. The circumstances of deep suffering are ironically the very moments where our true purpose is identified. The most remarkable observation Dr. Frankl made was that after his release from the concentration camps, he introduced a completely new therapy for treating human psychological distress, which he called Logotherapy. Through Logotherapy, he helped thousands of patients discover the purpose of their lives. According to this therapy, the greatest human quality is will, meaning free will and independent thought. This means that every individual possesses complete freedom to give shape and form to their existence and their life according to their own choices. Logotherapy states that a person's mental health becomes sound and robust when they understand how to bridge the gap, the psychological space that exists between their present state and their future aspirations. This means they must identify their ideals, work hard for the kind of person they wish to become, and continuously strive to better themselves every single moment. The secret to Dr. Frankl's success with logotherapy is that he helps people reach a state of self-actualization, a concept that other psychologists also heavily discussed in their literature. The third astonishing insight Dr. Frankl wrote about, one that really shakes one's perspective, is about happiness. Every person wants to be happy in life, and most people spend their entire lives searching for happiness. However, according to the author, chasing happiness directly is fundamentally incorrect. He writes that happiness is achieved only when a person becomes engrossed in some great work, some significant task, or some passionate pursuit where they forget themselves and their own ego. This is why scientists, painters, sculptors, and artists often appear happier, because their passion itself becomes their primary pursuit. In contrast, those who work 9-to-5 jobs are often unhappy because they're doing their work not out of passion, but simply to pay their household expenses. Therefore, if you wish to make your life purposeful and meaningful, you must pursue some passion or vocation, something that truly interests you and gives your life direction. The logical question now arises, how exactly do we search for the purpose of life? It's easy to say, find your purpose, but how do you do it? Dr. Frankl, being a psychologist, reveals a brilliant method in this book. When a patient came to him for treatment, his first, unusual question would be, why do you not commit suicide? He writes that most of his patients had a very solid answer to this question. It was from this answer that he, through logotherapy, helped transform their lives from meaningless and purposeless to meaningful and goal-oriented. He unlocked the grip of the mind for countless people and guided them closer to their life's purpose. Now, let me share my own observations that align with Frankl's work, which you must listen to carefully as they hold great significance for you. I've noticed many people ask about the purpose of their life, and often they are living a directionless, restless existence. They are unaware that life has a demand on us, a debt we must pay, and that we came into this world for a specific reason. If you haven't yet found your life purpose, you shouldn't panic. This feeling you have, this restlessness, this constant anxiety, is what is known in English as existential crisis or existential despair. This feeling is not negative. In fact, you must protect and nurture this feeling. It is from this very feeling that your life's purpose will slowly begin to reveal itself. But it will only emerge when you are in action, when you are curious, and when you not only think about things, but also take action on them. The existential crisis occurs when society, our environment, our families, and our colleagues tell us how we must live. As long as you keep conforming to the thoughts and ideas dictated by society, your existence will remain restless and tense. Therefore, if you want to identify and achieve your life purpose, you must spend time on things you are genuinely interested in and passionate about. Because the purpose of life is not just about having a nice car or going on world tours. Life becomes beautiful and gains meaning when there is a challenge, when there is curiosity, when there is a strong desire, obsession, and longing to achieve something. If you follow these insights from Dr. Frankl, I can guarantee that a time will come when you find the thread of that great meaning and all the knots and complications of your life will begin to unravel themselves. Thank you for listening to this review of Dr. Frankl's book. If you liked the video, please press the like button and share your feedback in the comment section.